they might begin to have this low self-esteem, like, am I not handsome? Am I not beautiful? Some people are married, but they are still dating. Use word like side chick or whatsoever.
And we are focusing on relationships and how they are affecting our health generally. Remember, we are interested in you staying young while growing old, thereby increasing your life expectancy. Because if you do not understand how to manage your relationship, it has the ability to damage you health-wise in ways you cannot even imagine.
It is not good. So we also have this algorithmic bias when it comes to dating apps. I am an engineer. I'm also doing data science. So mostly we deal with artificial intelligence. You get it? That's machine learning specifically. So there are times that the algorithms that the people actually develop the application used, it might be somehow biased, actually favoring some people. So you get some people, you might, let me say I'm in Cameroon. I already started in Cameroon. If the algorithm is not favoring Cameroonians, it means that even if you are very handsome or you are very beautiful, people would not probably see your image all the time. They'll not see your account. Maybe the algorithm actually prefers people from America, people from UK. You mostly be seeing people from UK, America. So sometimes this bias aspect in the algorithm can make people become worried. Not that they were not supposed to be selected, right, by others, but for the fact that the algorithm is biased, they are not being selected, people don't see them. Now they might begin to have this low self-esteem, like, am I not handsome? Am I not beautiful? What is happening? I've been on this app, especially ladies. I've been on this app a very long time. Nobody. So those are some of the challenges that comes with dating apps.
Yes, the challenges are so many that if we want to continue, we might not stop. But we have to continue talking on different aspects of today's topic. And remember, we are interested in you staying young while growing old, thereby increasing your life expectancy. And we are focusing on relationships and how they are affecting our health generally. Now, when we look at these dating apps, or let me not say dating app, but the dating pool generally, are there some specific group of people that should be included or should be involved in dating, or is it just any person who feels like they can date should get into the dating pool?
Well, anybody can date. We have people even at the age of 60 who are still dating as singles. Some people, most time we use some people are married, but they are still dating. We use word like side chick or whatsoever. But I'll actually begin with the young people. I think from the age of 18 to the age of 20. Now, with the young people, there's so much fantasize about relationship. That's one thing. They fantasize about relationship. They have their own way in which they perceive relationship and the one relationship should look like. You see, with young people, most times, especially those who don't have a lot that they are doing, they want to be on their phone and chat with their partner for 3 hours, for 4 hours, for 6 hours. So they have a different way of perceiving relationship, and they have a different way of wanting to behave or act in a relationship. Those are some of the challenges that we have. Now, for those who are actually mature, age of about 40, most people are age of about 40, they have married before and maybe divorced. You understand?
Yes.
And with our current dating dispensation, they might not fully adapt to how things are. Again, most of them, they are occupied with their work. Mm-hmm. They have their children to take care of. So the way they will behave is different from these young people who don't have a lot of responsibility and they are so much attached to dating as compared to other aspects of their life. So looking at that, I think that is how I can classify when it comes to the young generation, the young people, and the old. I don't want to say old people, but those who are more mature in terms of age, from 40 years and above.
Oh, okay. Yes, people engage in dating, and it is an exciting experience. It is very, very exciting. But what I must let you know is that in as much as it is exciting, it has the capacity to damage you for life if you're not very careful in terms of management. And I will still repeat, if you have not watched the other episodes of this particular podcast, you should do well to watch it so that you'll be able to understand where we are headed to, where we are coming from, and where we are headed to. Because if you do not understand how to manage your relationship, it has the ability to damage you health-wise in ways you cannot even imagine. And when we look at today's dispensation, sir, what is the place of culture and maybe societal influence on these people? Does culture different, because let us say we're in Africa, we are full of cultures, different cultures. What does this culture have to do when it comes to the dating pool?
Yes, culture has a very big part to play. Culture has a very big part to play when it comes to our current dating pool. So if you look at the way Americans are behaving when it comes to relationship, it's different from the way Africans behave when it comes to relationship.
But now we are trying to copy them. Is it okay?
Yes, we're trying to copy them, and that is what I'm talking about. Social media influence. Because without social media, some of the things our ladies have copied, right? Some of the things our ladies are doing and saying. Without social media, they would have been saying that mindset. They have actually copied that mindset from social media. You get it?
Yes.
Now, I'll try to compare two countries, Cameroon and Nigeria.
Okay.
You get it? Now, when it comes to dating, the way most Nigerians perceive dating, I was watching a program on Dali Lyongas, I think it was Facebook. She was interviewing one lady, a Cameroonian who went to Nigeria and has spent a lot of time in Nigeria. So the lady said that in Nigeria, it's just like this prostitution is legalized. Like a good number of ladies, they do prostitution. According to her, where she was actually living, about 70% of the ladies are into hookups.
No. That's what I wanted to say.
That's the culture.
Call it prostitution. They call it
hookup. Yes, that's it's something that has become a social norm. Do you get it? Now I'm talking about culture and social aspect of it. Now, a guy who is in that particular location, or a lady who is in that particular location, has a different perspective about relationship. Now, if it comes to Cameroon, the way ladies do things in Cameroon, and ladies maybe from specific areas, because of their culture, they will have a different mindset. Maybe it might be almost the same, but there will be a slight difference. Do you get it? Because of how they perceive relationship. Unfortunately, a good number of Cameroonians have started copying from Nigerians. A good number. The mindset, the way they think, the way they do things. Even this aspect of Yahoo Yahoo, yes. It was not in Cameroon. It was actually booming in Nigeria. Then later on, came to Cameroon. And a good number of our young people are practicing Yahoo Yahoo business.
Yes.
So those are some of the challenges that we have. Culture also goes with, I want to link culture and religion. A Christian who believes, or let me say, because most time we talk of religion, we have many people who are just churchgoers. They are not Christ-like. I get it. True. Now, Christianity is different from religiosity, right, or religion. So, if you have a believer who truly believes in God, the person will have a different way of perceiving relationship. If you have a particular area where a good number of people are so much into spirituality, the way they will perceive relationship is different. That's why some churches will teach you that you have nothing to do with dating. What we have is courtship. It means that when a guy sees you and say, I love you, the guy is already proposing to get married to you. So from there, if people are entering the relationship, it's courtship. And the man of God has to know about it, who will monitor that relationship until when both of you get married. I get it. So culture has a very big part to play when it comes to relationship. Now another challenge we have with culture is that some people who have different culture are trying to date another person with a different culture. Just for instance, you are in Cameroon and you are dating a Ghanaian lady. Their culture there is different from our culture here. So there will be a slight difference. There might be some conflict due to cultural differences. You get it? Now, when it comes to social norms, social influence, social influence, right? We have a good number of young people who are influenced by social aspects about relationship, because everybody's into relationship. They also want to be into relationship. Those are some of the challenges that we have when it comes to our cultural and social norms. These are these relationships.
Yes, the challenges are so many, and if we keep mentioning them, we might not come to an end. And if you know some of the challenges we have not mentioned, please do not hesitate to drop them in the comment section, and we will be very grateful that you did so. And when we look at it, people go through different levels of stress, different levels of depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and all the like because of relationship issues they are having. Now, with all this, how can young people tend to cope in today's dating world? How can they cope? Like, what coping mechanism or support system can they rely on?
Okay, remember that we're talking about help people to have a good mental health so that they can live young while growing old.
Yes.
You get it? Now, with the numerous challenges that we have with dating in our current dispensation, you realize that a good number of people actually find themselves in emotional distress, which might later lead to mental health issues.
Correct.
So, I think personally that it is important for people to have mental health resources that can help them to easily get out of such situations. Now, with the advance of technology, a good number of things have been made easy for us. There are apps that actually deals with mental health. Young people or people who have mental health issues install such applications on your phone, go through them. We definitely help them step by step to get out of certain mental health issues. Are you getting it? We also have books and resources where young people can read that will help to relieve their mind from emotional distress and mental health issues. Now, in a case where your own is too severe and you cannot handle, like I actually recommended in my last podcast, it's good you get to meet a specialist who can help you get out of such situation. So another thing is healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
It's good to set boundaries. If you are into a relationship, it's good you make your partner know some of those things that can actually get you into emotional distress. Set healthy boundaries and ensure you stick to the boundaries that you have set for yourself. Remember, it is about your protection. It's about saving yourself from mental health issues. So boundaries also is very important. Then building resilience. A number of young people get into relationship when they have not built resilience. To me personally, relationship, if you're not thinking of marriage, you should not get into a relationship. Personally. And I will advise young people should actually focus so much on building themselves that getting into a relationship. If you're not thinking of marriage, getting into a relationship is just for pleasure. And most times that pleasure ends up destroying you, because when you start having series of heartbreaks and heartaches, before you know it, it will change your mindset, right? Now it's already leading to emotional distress and mental health issues. When you change your mindset, that is why you heard some ladies say, "I cannot trust a man." Why?
Yes.
Because they have been affected in one way or the other. Some says all men are scum, and so on and so forth. So whatever they encounter as a man in a relationship, they will always have that lens of negativity to look at that man. Trust, even if the man is trustworthy, they will not trust the man, and this will have many issues in their relationship. Perhaps maybe their marriage. You get it? So if you are not ready for it, please, it's needless. That pleasure, my father always tell me that, Nelson, there is time for everything. Nelson, he always put in kitchen, life not the run. Yes, then they will play that life, enjoy the life. For now, focus on the things that are very important. You get it? So some of those things we have to take them into cognizance or into take them into action. How do I put it? Not only action, we have to take note of them.
Yes.
You get it? We have to take note of them in order for us to secure our mental health. I think that are just some of the things.
Yes, we have to be very intentional about what we are doing. We have to be very intentional about who we date. Because if you date without intentionality, if you know that you are in that relationship and there is no hope for you or for the other partner in that relationship, the best way out is to break out. Because if you do not, it will affect you or the other person in ways that you cannot imagine. Remember, you are different from the other person. No matter how hard you claim to understand the other person, you still do not understand them. And now, so when we look at it, you've already mentioned that if you're suffering from some of these things, you can seek the help of a therapist or a psychologist. You can seek the help of a counselor. As we mentioned in our last episode, you can seek the help of a counselor, or you go to that close, or how did you put it? Close or trusted friend that you can confide in, or confidant that you can talk to, you can pour out, and he even use his personal experience to tell us how he had to cope with some of the things that relationship can do to us. And
so those are some of the real life experiences we have in our daily life. Some of us feel some of these things in our daily life. We have those feelings. So it's not about you feeling bad about yourself because you are not in a relationship. Social pleasure, peer pressure, I get it. Social media influence. So you have to actually take your time, get to understand what you want in life, right? You craft your life and you walk within that path. Most especially if you're a Christian, always put God first. You pray because God is going to help you direct your path.
I like that concluding statement. Always put God first. If you are a lady, always put God first. And this, we are coming towards the end, and I would like to ask you, sir, what take-home message do we leave our audience with?
Well, some of the things I would just like to highlight. The first thing is for actually to make people out there to know that there's pressure when it comes to relationship, and the pressure is real. So first thing, they need to understand that technology has actually made a lot of things to change in the sphere of relationship. The relationship dynamic has changed, and this change has actually brought about a lot of issues. As much as we have some advantages which the change has brought about, we also have a lot of disadvantages the change has brought about. And because of this, we'll most times find ourselves in emotional distress. We'll find ourselves in having mental health issues. And whenever you find yourself in situations like that, it is actually important for you to seek help. Seek help. Like I said in the previous podcast, seek help. Get to people who can help you. Please, most times a good number of people go to their friends to seek relationship advice. It's good, but not good. If your friend is not actually an expert in that area, most times the advice they give you will destroy you. The advice they give you might not be a good advice. They are not doing so to destroy you, but they are doing so ignorantly. You see 2 or 3 girls, ladies of about 22, 23 years, all of them are dating. One of their friends have an issue. Go to your friend and tell your friend. Your friend started advising her, do like this, do like that. Now, whatever piece of advice they are giving you, they are pouring out what they know to you. What I'm telling you exactly as of now is what I know. If I don't know these things, I will not tell you. What I'm telling you is I'm pouring out myself to you. Are you getting it? So it is important for you to seek help from somebody who can actually help you, an expert in the field. But due to the fact that a good number of young people are dating secretly, they are still shy. Some of them will not want to seek that help from maybe a counselor, a relationship coach. Another disadvantage is that they might not have the money to pay for the services of such people. But our advice that you seek help from somebody who you know can actually help you, not somebody in your middle age who is also callow-minded like you. So it's very, very important. So you have to be aware of social media influence, knowing that there is a lot about social media nowadays, and you don't need to consume everything you see on social media. Please have a sense of judgment of your own. Know what you consume and what not to consume. What you consume has a very great impact or influence in your life. If you consume negative things, it's going to destroy you. If you consume things which are good, it's going to build you up. Thank you.
Yes, if you consume things which are good, it is going to build you, and if you consume negative things, it is going to destroy you. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of tonight's show, tonight's episode. And I want you to always remember that we are interested in you staying young while growing old, thereby increasing your life expectancy. And for today's edition, we were focused on the dating pool, how it affects your mental health, therefore affecting your general health. And with this, I want to appreciate Mr. Billy Nelson for pouring out his all for us to understand the things to do and what not to do, and how we are doing what we are doing, and what we are doing is affecting us on a daily basis. Probably our future will be in jeopardy if we do not take remedies, if we do not take measures now to correct some of the things we are currently doing. Seek help, as Mr. Billy has said. Thank you so much, sir, for all you have done for us, and we look forward to having you again in another episode.
Sure.
And thank you so much, our beautiful audience. We are here because you are there, and you are there because we are here. And we look forward to constantly be giving you good quality information. We look forward to constantly bringing to you information that will help you improve your health, not only from the point of medications, but from the point of other things that you neglect. And with this, I would like to implore you to not forget to subscribe to our channel, share, like, comment, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to drop your questions, drop your comments, drop your contributions, and we will be very grateful. Questions we will answer, comments we will appreciate them, and see how we improve in the next episode. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. You have a blessed day.